This might be one of those little things on your to-do list this weekend. You have 40 of these in your house, and it seems like they all need to be replaced at the same time. Richard thought he was just delivering a coffee on DoorDash. But what happened next, I think, is going to make you smile. If you're not sure if you can swing the family vacation or staycation this summer, one little rule of thumb that might help you figure out if you should go or not. And at some point a few years ago, he started showing up in every single commercial. And so Matthew McConaughey had some advice of how he became so successful that could help you today. That's coming up on The Good News Show with Andy, where I'm all about putting a smile on your face and hope in your heart.
The Good News Show with Andy.
The number of the day is...
You have about 40 of these in your house, and they all need to be replaced at once. It is light bulbs. They are light bulbs. It's a mildly annoying chore for me. But what's that one chore you say, Andy, I would gladly never do again?
The chore I could do without is laundry.
So what is it about laundry? Is it the washing or the sorting or the folding?
Well, all of the above.
There's so much incredible technology, and we don't have flying cars. But can we at least have laundry robots?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I hope the songs today encourage you when you're doing those chores you don't want to do.
Going out to the backyard to pick up doggy landmines.
Growing up, that was my younger brother, David's job.
Oh, no.
I don't know why I got out of that job. Maybe I was a better, more well-behaved son, but I always felt so bad for him.
The things we complain about are what some people pray for. And I think that includes our least favorite chore. But I'm here for you to share some frustration.
One that I could give up the quickest is washing my windows.
Interesting. It's not one that I think a lot of people would think of. Why is that?
Oh, because it seems like whenever I do it, the grandkids come over and the dogs come over, and all of a sudden I have fingerprints and nose prints all over my windows. So I think, why did I even wash them?
It means your windows are well loved.
I hope this story makes you smile today.
Retirement was supposed to mean more time together. But instead, at 78, Richard found himself delivering DoorDash just to pay the bills. After his wife of 56 years lost her job, the couple couldn't make ends meet. Then one ordinary delivery changed everything. A customer named Brittany watched her doorbell camera as Richard slowly and carefully walked a Starbucks order to her front door. She could tell that every step was difficult. And so she posted it online and asked one simple question. What if we help him retire? So strangers said yes. They began donating $5, $20, $100. More than 18,000 people gave over $500,000, allowing Richard to stop delivering food and go back home to the person he wanted to spend retirement with, his wife. When Jesus' closest followers asked for instructions on prayer, Jesus started by saying, when you pray. He simply assumed that they would have a regular time for prayer. And if I'm honest, I don't always make time for prayer. But if eating 3 times a day is necessary for my physical health, how much more important is praying daily for my spiritual health multiple times a day? So whenever you're feeling drained, that might be just a cue to send up a quick prayer, reconnecting with God in that moment. Every time you have something in your day that's tough, you can just say, hey, God, here's what I need help with right now. Thank you.
Giving help to a stranger, sharing with your neighbor, turning darkness into light, loving God and loving people right.
For the last 2 years, Rufus, an employee of the county sheriff's office, has been helping people on some of the hardest days of their lives. But he's not a deputy. He's a golden doodle. And as a therapy dog, Rufus comforts kids at school, helps people through crisis calls, and even helps out the sheriff on a stressful day. But now it's Rufus who needs help. He injured both of his back legs and needs surgery. Without him, his partner Jessica says school visits just aren't the same. The kids love seeing her, but they're really looking for Rufus. So now the same community he spent years comforting is rallying around him, raising money to help him get back on all 4 paws. And that's how to love God, love his creation, and love people. If you're trying to decide if you should take the family on a trip this summer, consider this to level up your life. studies show that the ages 5 to 10 are the most powerful window for lasting memories. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, or really any. It's just the experiences that are outside the usual routine that turn into those lifelong stories.
You are awesome.
They think about someone else before themselves. They choose kindness over a moment of sweetness. And they remind us that little acts of generosity still matter. So if you leave the last piece of cake for someone else,
You are awesome.
Jesus didn't call people to simple. He called people into complexity. Human emotions, circumstances, and relationships, they're all messy. Jesus dealt with that too. He was healing people between religious leaders accusing him of being the devil and his closest followers fighting about who would be his second in command. But through all of that, Jesus never reacted to the chaos, but he'd always respond with the truth, in compassion and love. I don't know when it happened, but at some point last year, every commercial ended up starring this famous actor. I'd say that would make him pretty successful, and Matthew McConaughey shared the advice that helped him.
If you're going to do it, say what you can do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't over leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it. Find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would. That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. Whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want, finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I went all the way, I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out that is for me. That's a great place to get to.
Here's a question about commitment and success that you can ask around the dinner table or on your socials. It's your food for thought. If you could be good at something overnight, what would it be? And I think the deeper question after that is, even if you couldn't be good at it overnight, what would it be? And are you willing to do it just a few minutes a day to get better at it? You might believe that you deserve to get even with that person that has wronged you. But God's word says to repay no one evil for evil, to not rejoice when your enemy falls. And get this, bless those who mistreat you. Love your enemies. And trust that the Lord will repay. If you missed this encouragement, just shared it a few minutes ago, that when one door closes, an entire house can open up when you trust God. And that can be literal if you are in the house buying journey.
So I am getting ready to close on my house. I'm a first-time homeowner. And it's a very lengthy, overwhelming process. And at times I've just felt like, I don't even know, like, how is this going to work out? Everything's going to work out. And I was in the car and I heard the Lauren Daigle song, Hold On to Me, and just listening to the lyrics, when I start to break in desperation underneath the weight of expectation, hold on to me. And just knowing that no matter what's going on in this huge financial situation, that even down to the letter that God's got me, has been just so encouraging, and I'm so grateful.
It's like the Chinese version of the movie Up. There's a guy who was told, you need to move your house. We're building stuff right through it. And he said, nah, I think I'm good. So the construction crews started working, and now there is a fully functioning highway surrounding his house. He says, I regret it a bit that I turned down the money to move. I guess he was holding out for more money. Makes me think of how often in my life I try to hold out for a better deal. And honestly, 90% of the time I regret it, because it's not just I might not get a better deal, but it's also now I still have to think about it. I can't move forward because I haven't taken care of this thing in front of me at this moment. Now that my mom has passed, I really try to take her words to heart. She would always say, Andy, I think we're in the land of good enough.